morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us on this edition of Prime Flash. To begin this edition, it is a chaotic scene at Ansierum Bonaberi in Douala, as hundreds of frustrated individuals or residents can be seen in a queue at a gas station to purchase gas. According to reports, many rushed out a sale point early as 5 a.m. when the information circulated that a gas delivery tanker is going to arrive. Thousands of Cameroonians have gone without cooking gas for many days, and this situation has spammed across the country's major cities like Douala, Yaoundé, Bafoussam, and Kumba. And now the Standards and Quality Agency ANO has ordered the withdrawal of canned sardine Papa Nono from the market. ANO indicated that the product, which is illegally imported into the country, is a danger to health. Joingong has details.
Since October 14, 2022, the canned sardine called Papa Nono is now on the blacklist of authorized consumer products in the Cameroonian market space. A decision which was taken by the Standards and Quality Agency ANO in a correspondence addressed to the president of the Cameroonian Consumers Foundation, Fokako, a few days ago. The Director General of ANO, Buto Angon Charles, in the correspondence stated that the product is contraband, resulting from the circumvention of the Conformity Assessment Program before importing goods. He went further to instruct his staff as well as the authorities of concerned sectors to withdraw these products from the market, adding that the request for a laboratory test by the Consumers' Rights Association has been taken into account. In a can of 125 milligrams, the brand of sardine Papa Nono, which is now subject to national ban, is made from vitamin vegetable oil and prior to the ban was sold at up to 500 francs CFA in supermarkets. ANO thus reacted promptly following many escalated complaints from consumers of this sardine.
At least 4 persons have died and several others are receiving treatment after an accident which took place in Batufam, Bayangam subdivision in the west region of Cameroon. According to reports, 3 cars violently collided, sweeping off a roadside vendor and 2 students coming back from school. And now we take you to a feature story where oranges are said to have been an all-round fruit in Kribi. Thus, hardly will you hear about the scarcity in the south region of the country. In the following report, Darling Gonde takes delight in finding out the orders retailers go through to meet up consumer satisfaction. Her report.
Orange is a seasonal fruit, but in Kribi, chief town of the Ocean Division in the south, consumers can have a taste of this fruit all year round, as this is thanks to the vendors who would choose to deal with the bad roots, all in a bid to meet up with consumers' demands.
Then they call me, I can't carry and bring up. That's a problem na road. Road of a bad city, water they road not fine. Then it's also come to. How do you see you are motor? You don't come right. Man, you don't for it. Put set up for it. Today you don't finish.
And after a hectic purchase deal, this orange seller says he takes the assistance of his wife in order to meet up with the demands of his clients. Meanwhile, retailers as Madame Antongo can only make profit through several untold strategies. Despite a poor road network condition and poor storage facilities, these orange sellers will choose to remain die-hearted to the business which puts food on their tables on a daily.
And And now an eco guard whose name we got as Enyang Julius Ayok from the Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife has been killed by timber traffickers in Marua, Far North region of Cameroon. According to reports, the eco guard, who equally served as the head of post of forestry and hunting control in Marua, gave up the ghost after succumbing to the injuries incurred in the attack. Reacting to the incident, Jules Deret Ndongo, Minister of Forestry and Wildlife, has expressed his condolence, urging forces of law and order begin tracking down the perpetrators of the act. The Kenke Bridge in Kribi South region of Cameroon is a worry to many, as urban disorder like traffic jams and accidents is the order of the day. This has hindered the activities of the population in that area. Nicole Tako has details.
This is the Kenke Bridge in Kribi, South region of Cameroon. Since the coming of the rainy season, traffic jams and accidents have become the order of the day along this stretch, hindering the day-to-day activities of the population in this area.
It's making children to go to school late. I don't know whether the council of Kribi is really seeing this situation to take care of that bridge. Or maybe they will break that bridge and create another one, whereby there will be a bigger road. Vehicles will have it so easily to pass. And now children cannot go to school. They go to school very late. When they go, they are punished for that, and they miss some classes. It's not good.
Inhabitants on their part are calling on the government to look into the matter.
The government and the town of Kribi, in the name of the council, has to do something so that it can really make things easy for students to go to school and learn and facilitate teaching and learning process in the school.
It is the government that knows what to do in order to fix this road, because I see them passing here every day and they see how bad the road is. According to others, Kribi, with its numerous touristic attractions, is a big town to experience such setbacks.
It's not acceptable that every day people that are living here face the queue on this bridge. It can cause a lot of accidents. I was a witness of one accident about 3 weeks ago here when a motorbike fell with a lady behind. And I asked myself, what are the municipality doing in this city to not repair such a little thing that cannot cost 500,000 CFA. When I speak about 500, it's too much, because if you go to the carrier here and get stones and everything, after one day, this problem is solved. So I am here to call upon the leaders of this city, especially the people that govern in this city, to make everything to repair this road, because it's a shame for Kribi.
Kribi city dwellers are hence calling on the power that be to swiftly respond to this issue before it causes more accidents and other unpleasant scenarios.
And now, following the widespread of the cholera epidemic in the Far North region of Cameroon, the governor of the region, Mijiawa Bakari, has chaired a meeting to sensitize the population on hygiene and sanitation measures to prevent this disease. We get the details with Katrine Ekongwe.
The Far North region of Cameroon has been facing the resurgence of cholera epidemic since the beginning of 2022. According to officials, about 118 suspected cases and over 10 deaths have been recorded in the region. It is against this backdrop that the governor of the Far North region of Cameroon, Mijiawa Bakari, has chaired a meeting with the objective of preaching hygiene and sanitation to the population in a bid to limit the spread of the disease. It is already too much in our region, and the rainy season is another factor that has provoked the cholera epidemic. On this note, we are calling on all authorities in the region, be it administrative, municipal, traditional and religious authorities, to think of urgent measures to stop the spread of this epidemic. He also called on the population to respect measures put in place in order to stop the spread of the epidemic. We are waiting on the population to take massive decisions to respect these measures, because for the past 5 to 6 years, we have been organizing these sensitization campaigns, but the majority don't follow the measures, and this gives an impression that the message has not been passed across. We still have some inhabitants who do not have toilets in their homes, others still drink dirty water, drink contaminated wines, all these can cause the people to contract the disease.
Traditionnel. Donc tout ceci devrait interpeller les uns et les autres pour un retour à l'autonomie.
Present during the meeting were administrative and health authorities who urged the population to remain vigilant and report suspected cases to competent health officials.
At least 30 people have been killed in Chad on the 20th of October 2022 after police clashed with demonstrators in the Chadian capital during a banned protest against the ruling military. Hundreds of demonstrators turned out to mark the date when the military had initially promised to hand over power, a spell that has been extended for another 2 years. These clashes are taking place after the extension of the transition for 2 years, which was supposed to end on Thursday, October 20th, 2022. And now Malawi has discovered a mass grave in the north of the country containing the remains of 25 suspected to be migrants from Ethiopia. The bodies appear to have been buried not more than a month ago. Malawi is a popular route for illegal immigrants from East Africa being smuggled to South Africa, the continent's most industrialized country, and a magnet for poor migrants from elsewhere on the continent. 2 years ago, immigrant authorities in neighboring Mozambique made a discovery finding of 64 migrants from Ethiopia dead inside fried container loaded on a truck. They were presumed to have died from suffocation. A few survivors were among the group. Traders of Ghana's capital, Accra, have closed their stores and business places in a 3-day protest as West African countries battle the economic fallout from the Ukraine war. Ghana is facing a high debt load and inflation at the historic height of 37% in September. Prices and import duties have risen due to cedi depreciation and dollar appreciation. So importers find it difficult to import items due to the hikes in duty, and consumers no longer come in. The International Monetary Fund has started talking with Ghana over a deal, and last month, IMF officials said they expect to reach an agreement before the end of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us throughout this edition of Prime Flash. See you next week. Have a blessed evening.